Officially start here in just a moment. Last time it took a while for the Facebook feed to come online, so I don't want to jump the gun this week.
Blame Zuckerberg.
So
fair.
We're on YouTube.
All right, I see it.
Okay. Let's officially begin.
All right.
Some of you were just a preview, but now we're going to officially begin. So welcome to the Top 10 List podcast. My name is Brian. That over there is Sarah.
Hello.
Thank you for watching and listening to the show. If you don't know, every week we get together and we compete to assemble a top 10 list on a different topic. Tonight's topic is the morbid, but we have to do it.
Yes.
Celebrities who will die in 2020. So the top 10 list of celebrities who will die in 2020. Death is a reality of life.
We got to do it.
We are going to celebrate the people that are going to die, but we're also going to put them on a list.
Yeah. Oh, God.
This isn't wishing ill will on anybody.
No. This
It's
is
just
not
predicting.
Predicting.
It's just
and then
a
we'll all
fact.
meet this time next year.
Okay.
Go through and see if anybody got any right.
Yeah.
And there will be awards.
That's a good idea. Okay, I'm going to get in my calendar
I don't
right
know if
now.
we should have- Awards mean that it gives you incentive to kill somebody. So
Oh, yeah.
How could we get close?
yeah, I know.
These are some of the world's most famous.
Oh, I was
Oh,
thinking
we'll
they'd
see.
be like D-listers that you actually know. And then you actually do kill them.
Brian's gonna die.
Whoa.
He's a
You
D-lister.
think you're a
I'm not a
D-list? Wow.
not a
That's
celebrity.
pretty
Yeah.
pretentious.
Delusions of grandeur is what we've got over here.
God damn it. We're streaming live on Facebook, YouTube, and Periscope. So hello, everybody. Make sure you stick around because you become part of the show. You're going to be voting on some of the picks tonight. I want to officially introduce our guest now. Sitting next to me, a very good friend of mine that we've known for many, many years. I'm very happy to have you back on the podcast. Greg Saban, everybody.
Woo.
Whoa.
Woo,
yay.
good evening.
And then
it's my pleasure.
sitting next to him is my second favorite person in the world, underneath Greg and Sarah, who come in tie for first.
What about your girlfriend or your kids?
Oh shit!
Yeah,
Yeah.
what's that about?
Wow.
Oh,
Mom.
no.
Chris Emery, everybody.
Yay!
That's why I'm the second, because I brought up that.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Hi.
you always remind him.
Thanks for having me back.
Yeah, thank you for being here.
I love doing the show.
And Greg, thank you for being here. Seriously,
I'm thrilled. Absolutely thrilled.
it'll be good. You, for those of you that don't know, the Top 10 List podcast has been around in one form or another since like 2013.
Yeah.
And one of the earliest of episodes was our Who's Going to Die in the Next Year list, and it became an annual tradition. And so now that we have, now the podcast is with me and with Sarah, we've decided that we would bring this back and have it be an annual tradition.
When was the last time you did this episode?
Oh, like maybe
topic?
10 years ago. or
Whoa,
something.
really?
No, it's been a while. It's been like 5 years or something like that.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
phew.
At least.
Yeah,
I mean,
at least.
Probably a handful of those celebrities have died.
Oh, we should post the other ones.
For
and
real.
Yeah,
see.
should go back and
Well,
find
in the
do
archives.
you know that if you've hit any, like the year after?
The one I got closest on, I said definitely the Kalishnikov was going to die, the guy who invented the AK-47.
Oh.
And in between the time we recorded the
That
podcast,
was a deep cut.
in between the time we recorded the podcast and the end of the year, he died. So he didn't die in the following year.
He died.
He
Whoa.
died in the current year,
He-
and I didn't get it. Didn't get my points.
He got you.
So
Did he
That was a
die
prank.
by gun?
screw that guy.
No, he
That'd
died
be
by
nuts.
old age.
Order of
Oh.
Lenin.
All right. Before we get started, we want to say thank you to the Sacramento Comedy Spot for allowing us to have the studio where we can record every week. Usually I don't have to set up anything, but Greg got here early and I didn't have anything set up.
Oh.
So I was like, he's like, can I do anything? I was like, no, just stay out of my way.
Yeah,
So many
exactly.
wires. So many wires.
And then
Yeah.
I actually forgot to hit record tonight on the podcast part of it. So you know what? Screw it. This is only going to exist online. I'm not even going to worry about it because I
Yeah.
yeah.
Well,
Okay.
no, you can steal the audio from other parts,
Yeah, I
right?
could do that. Yeah, sure.
Good.
That's gonna happen.
I mean, it's
Yeah.
look,
Doesn't matter.
here's our episode.
You're most important, right? By the way, we have a holiday show coming up this Saturday night, and these two gentlemen are actually producing the show.
Yeah.
So make sure you're there Saturday night, 9 o'clock. Before that, you can see Lady Business at 8. The holiday show is great because Greg puts together a whole bunch of musical talent, and Chris is going to put together a whole bunch of comedy talent, and everyone's going to be funny all the way through. It's a really funny show, and on top of everything that's great about it, we also give out over $3,000 in gifts to people who come to the show.
That's awesome.
Isn't that badass?
Yeah.
I always love. That's my favorite
wild.
part. So you walk in, you pay for your ticket, and you instantly get back what you paid for at the door.
Yeah.
So, because no matter what, the least amount you're going to get is 2 free tickets to a future show, which is the $24 you just paid.
That's awesome.
Boom.
Yeah, isn't that cool?
Plus, if that
Merry
isn't enough,
Christmas, everyone.
Sarah's in the show too.
Sarah's
Hey,
in the show.
yeah.
Yeah, you didn't seem excited.
Should be good.
And we have the Friday show this Friday at 9
yeah,
o'clock.
so
So that's
yeah,
our
the
sketch show.
Friday show on
Yeah.
Friday.
It's going to be a fun weekend, so come on out. And make sure that if you're not in Sacramento, help us pay for things and support the studio and the podcast and everything else we do as far as original content. You can be a patron on Patreon at patreon.com/SacComicSpot. Okay, I did all the business.
Yeah.
All right, here's the rules. So both of you have compiled a top 10 list of celebrities who will die in 2020. You haven't shared it with each other. Each round, you're going to pitch. You're going to pitch your pick in that certain slot. So slot 10, 9, 8, all the way down to 1. Each round, me or Sarah are going to judge those picks and pick one of them to be the winner. Also, the audience picks winners. So 3 times throughout the game, we go to the audience to pick. Don't try and suck up already, Greg. I see what you're doing.
Pandering.
Yeah, pandering.
Someone already
my
said,
favorite audience.
I don't know if I can bring myself to vote. I would feel guilty if they died.
Yeah, it's real.
Yeah, it's really hard. Let's see, what else? Oh, yeah, you get one switch. And so if Chris wins a round, Greg, you can say switch, and then you would win that round, but you only get one of those per game.
So I just get to take his credit.
Yes.
Just
Well,
stolen valor.
It goes, no, it goes from, it's like he would pick, and he wins, then you would use your switch, then you win that round. So your pick gets onto the board.
Okay.
Yeah, you'll see. It's fine.
Sure.
It's fun.
You only get one. You have to use it before the last round. That's the new
Can't
rule.
use it on the number 1.
Can't use it on the number
that
1.
seems fair.
Whoa, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
That's
I'm-
Okay, that's
Wait,
good
I
to
didn't
know.
know that either. Is
Kevin
that new?
James
I
as
just-
the
yeah,
top
I've
10
made-
most sexy guy in the
I made it up a second ago
Yeah, that's good. That's
Cool.
smart.
Nice,
yeah.
nice.
because I want things to move faster.
Wow.
Yeah,
You
let's do
changing
this one.
rules? Let me update my list.
Yeah.
Who
I'm
should
going to die. And then, Sarah, we'll just check in with everybody each round. So if you have picks or...
Yeah, sound off.
Do you think we're going to lose viewers tonight because it's such a
Because of
kind of
the
a dark list?
They're not like real people. Like
They're so-
whatever.
It's not like grandma. It's not like I put your mom on.
Yeah, did you? Oh no.
Sorry, Prince Charles.
Your mom, a D-lister. Yeah.
All
Prince
right.
Charles is my mom.
Well, I guess we're going to have to dive into this and see what
I'm,
happens.
I'm curious, how are you going to judge who is a better pick to die?
Oh,
I think that's a
like-
harder thing.
I don't
Like
even
the
know.
ones we want to die or the ones we think will.
Because, yeah, I think...
Most likely to.
I think
Yeah.
that's the criteria is the one that's most likely to. Because
Okay.
usually it's the best of something or the worst of something, but you don't want to do that to a person.
Okay, that's
This
what I
is
was
most
curious about.
likely.
So it's just more likely
It's just
to
subjective,
pass
yeah.
away.
Okay, cool.
All right.
That makes sense. Good.
Yeah. All right, Chris, you get to go first. You're
Whoa.
furthest away from me, and you're going to pitch your number 10 pick, and then Greg will pick yours. So whenever you're ready, hit it.
Okay, I did. I tested out some of these picks on people, and I knew that it was a good pick if I said the person, and then the person was like, "Wait, they're not dead already?" Like that's a
yeah,
good
that's a-
litmus test for like
yeah.
a
That
good
is
pick. Okay,
true.
so one of those such people is beloved game show host Bob Barker. Is still alive.
Wow.
Still alive.
Still alive.
Jeez Louise.
And he was the host of
Price is Right.
before
Drew Carey.
Drew Carey, yeah. So
Yeah.
Bob Barker. Yeah, he's getting up there, though, right?
He's gotta be because when I was in kindergarten, he was still up there.
He's in his 90s for sure. He's like
Yeah.
94.
Wow.
Wow,
Bless
wow,
his
wow,
heart.
wow, wow.
Part of my list too is compiled of like people that are just old,
Yeah.
and then some other people that are like just might die because.
because of their habits.
He was
Yeah.
born in 19...
and he's an old one.
Yeah, oh, no, he's got a
He was
severe
born in
heroin.
1923.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Wow.
Isn't that
What, gonna
crazy?
be
Math. So 96.
97? He's going to be 97
Yeah,
next year?
97 next year.
That seems ripe for death.
Yeah, that's a good age.
Greg.
I mean, he got to hang out with pretty ladies.
Sure.
Got to guess the prices of things.
Yeah,
He's had a rich life.
Let's face
Yeah,
it. This
totally.
guy's done all right for himself,
Yeah.
right? Like,
Yeah.
I
He
think.
can-
Oh yeah.
I think at the end of the days, right, you just want to look back and be able to say, like, hey, I did some really cool stuff.
Yeah.
Like, I'd be all right now. I've done some cool stuff.
So many animals were not born because of him.
Yeah.
Right.
Spayed and neutered.
Spayed and neuter
Yeah.
your pets.
Really?
Oh,
yeah.
yeah.
I didn't
That-
know this.
He would say
Oh.
that every episode.
Oh,
Make sure you
that's
spay and
cool.
neuter your pets. Yeah.
That's nice.
All right. That's a good pick.
Sure. Sure. And I mean,
Can you say
90
that? Can you say good pick?
Good pick.
97 is old. I'm going to say 97 is old.
Yeah.
How do you like 103?
Whoa.
no.
Beloved's children author Beverly Cleary.
Oh.
What? Wow.
Still alive.
Dang, dude.
Writer of Ramona the Pest
Yeah.
and other Ramona books, as far as I
Yes,
can tell.
Ramona.
Because I always want to confuse her with Judy Blume.
Oh, yeah.
No.
No,
also
not
wrote
that.
erotica, if you didn't know that.
I
Kind
didn't
of,
know
yeah.
that.
There's Judy
Really?
Blume erotica out there. Not Beverly Cleary. I would not ever claim you wrote erotica. Beverly.
She wouldn't know.
She's
anyway.
watching.
Bev. Bev's big on Facebook. Oh, yeah, big.
So-
Let's see.
Beverly Cleary, she is 103, will be 104 next year.
Yeah.
Wow.
She's gotta
A
go.
rich life. She sold millions and millions of copies, enriched the lives of many children. And
Yeah.
it's time for her to move the fuck over.
Oh, Craig, you can't say stuff like that.
No?
No.
Make
I mean,
room.
That's the thing when people die at like 89, 91, 95. People are like, oh,
Yeah.
I'm so sad. I'm
Yeah.
like, dude, they had a
For-
great ride.
Yeah,
Yeah.
don't
They
be
had a great
sad.
ride.
Yeah,
like,
totally.
let them go.
She was born in
okay.
1916. Like, that's before the iPhone.
That was 40. Yes.
That was before the typewriter at that point.
That
No,
was,
it wasn't,
like-
but it
I
was
don't know.
close.
Titanic.
All right, so I'm
Sure.
up first. I have to choose between Bob Barker, who's most likely to pass on,
Right.
Bob Barker or Beverly Cleary. Here's the thing: is even though Beverly is older,
Yeah.
I think that men are more susceptible to having like heart attacks and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
But he has made way more money, I think, than Beverly Cleary has. So he could pay for upgrades to
Be a robot.
everything.
Yeah.
Like to
really
keep
thinking
his
this
face
through.
young.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. I think he's lived a harder life. I think that Bob Barker is actually more likely to pass away next year.
I agree.
I think that's a good call. I think that's a good
Sorry, Greg. Point goes to
Son
Chris.
of a bitch.
Beverly
Al-
Cleary.
Also, I feel like once you take away somebody's thing that they did all their life, they tend to like wither away, so to speak. And she might still be writing. Who knows? But he's not
Yeah.
hosting a
Yeah.
game show.
How long has he not been hosting?
Oh,
Probably a few
10 years at
years,
least.
yeah,
Yeah,
so.
yeah, at least 10.
Yeah.
More than that. It's probably one of those things where it's been like 25 years and we just haven't noticed.
It just
Yeah.
feels- yeah.
Just- yeah.
Exactly.
All right. Well, so Chris, you
Beautiful.
picked up the point for that round. Greg, number 9, you get to go first. I wonder how this is going to do for. I want to see the view count on this later on.
We have 14 right now, and that's a good.
Yeah, that's good. Can you say? Well, I was gonna say,
Yeah.
can you say hello to everyone? Like, I'm not able to say
person. Yeah,
hi
I
to
know.
people.
You did this last week too. You're like, oh, tell her this, and I'm
Yeah,
like,
yeah. The camera's right there. Hey, hi everybody. It's good to see you.
Megan Jocelyn says, pick R. Kelly. No one's gonna miss him.
Oh.
I agree.
This
That's
isn't the
so-
Who
Wow.
Should Die episode.
Yeah. Well, maybe he will.
That person that gave me a parking ticket the other day.
Celebrity in my life.
All right, Greg. What's your number 9?
Number 9, I think we've all been waiting for this shoe to drop.
Uh-oh.
Queen Elizabeth II.
Wow.
Oh man.
Now, here's the thing. She looks great.
Yeah.
Looks totally like she's got her shit together.
Right.
She's got her corgis to keep her company.
Yeah.
Mhm.
She seems to be hanging on just in spite at this point so that Charles doesn't get to be king.
Yeah.
She's 90. She's 93.
She's
Dang.
93. I mean, she's had every medical advantage that the human race could come up with.
She seems to be like with it. Like
Totally with
like
it.
She's
Sharp.
really
Yeah.
sharp and yeah.
Yeah.
Do you think
But
she's
it's
just?
time for her to go.
Yeah.
I think
Oh.
Brexit is going to kill her.
No.
Yeah,
Oh,
So-
is
Jesus
it?
Christ.
She
Yeah,
gonna
Brexit
croak.
is
She's
gonna
still
bring her
a
down.
queen, though.
Yeah.
It's like you could take a lot away from somebody, but as long as they're still royalty,
Yeah, that's
they
wild.
still they got a lot to live
Yeah.
for.
You know she's 5'4".
Wow.
She's actually taller than I thought.
Oh, I was like, that's short.
Yeah.
But she's an old lady.
Was that with or without the crown?
She's 7 feet.
With the crown, sitting on the throne.
She has a
112 feet.
Pope crown.
Oh man.
Or those hats. She has the hats on all. Okay, forget it. All right, let's move on.
Yeah, she does have those hats.
Yeah, Queen Elizabeth is she's older, yes. Out of the 3 people that are on here so far, I would hate to see her like it would make me cry when she passes away.
It
I
would
don't
be
know
a
why.
big
She is one of, if not, I think one of the oldest state leaders currently.
Mm-hmm.
There's a guy who's like I don't know, some kind of prime minister in Malaysia somewhere who's like 97.
Huh.
But her name for me is easier to pronounce, and B I think
She's well
resonates better with our audience.
Yes, I believe.
All right, Chris, who are you going to put against Queen Elizabeth?
Okay, I chose somebody that isn't necessarily of the age when their expiration hits, but more of like the lifestyle choices
Oh,
and
yeah. There's
and
gonna be some of those.
and recent like pitfalls
Yeah.
with drugs and such.
Uh-oh.
I chose Artie Lang, comedian Artie
comedian
Lang.
Artie
He
Lang.
got to start on Matt TV,
Oh.
and then he's still doing stand-up stuff. He was on that HBO show with
which one?
you know what I'm talking about?
Oh, no.
It's called Surfing, Couch Surfing.
I don't know.
Oh.
It's like
I
a
know what you're talking
comedian, and he's like he like has to go sleep on Artie Lang's couch.
about. Oh.
But anyway, Artie Lang's lived a tough life. He just got
Yeah.
arrested for drugs.
Oh.
He got so messed up in the last couple of years that he snorted glass by accident. He thought it was like drugs, and it was actually glass, and it tore a hole in his septum. And so if you see pictures of him, his nose cartilage is gone, and now it's more of like a Voldemort type of situation where it's just a flat, droopy.
Did you Google that? Do you see pictures
Yeah,
of his
I
nose?
know who he's talking
Okay.
about.
I don't know.
And I was going to, if you didn't mention it, I was going to say he has snorted his nose away.
Dude.
Yes, exactly.
He's done so much drugs, he has taken his nose away. The inner workings of his nose are missing because he's done so much cocaine.
He was a Howard Stern guy, right?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah.
Oh yeah, but he was on Matt TV, right?
I don't know about Mad TV,
Oh.
but he used to be associated with the Howard Stern show for sure. Yeah, Howard Stern from 2001 to 2009. Yep, there it is right there.
Okay.
Wow.
Wikipedia says so it must be true.
Must be
Yes.
true.
Yeah.
It
Gotcha.
must be true.
But he like got sober for a little bit, and then has relapses, and then just
Yeah.
got arrested like a couple months ago for possession again. It's like he's just one of those guys.
Yeah,
and
it's never
just-
gonna
it's
get
a
out.
hard life. Also,
Yeah, he's 52. So he's half the age of Queen Elizabeth.
Almost. How much would we love to see like a buddy road trip movie with Artie and QE2? Just
I don't know.
QE2.
Queen
know
Elizabeth
that.
II
Oh.
and Artie.
That's awesome.
Just like rolling
It
across
sounds like
the
a
British
Star Wars
Isles,
robot.
you know, looking for the lost.
I think I think we have a Brit on the line who says, "Be good about my queen."
Oh,
Louise Parker, I think. Must be
Oh,
British.
yeah. Oh,
Be good about my queen.
She's
She's
a
not
sweetie.
talking about Artie Lang?
No.
Okay.
No.
You never
All
know.
right, so this is yours, Sarah. You have to pick between who's most likely to pass next year, Queen Elizabeth
Next year, though,
or Artie Lang.
I just don't feel like Queen Elizabeth is going to go next year.
Me either.
Not next year.
No.
And maybe it will be January 1st of 2021, but I just don't feel like it's going to be 2020. And Artie Lang, I don't know who this person is, but if he doesn't have a nose, that's hard to live. So I think that Artie Lang is going to go.
Yeah, I think so too.
Nice.
It's kind of a vital thing to have.
Yeah.
I think
You got to look up a picture of it. It's
Yeah,
weird.
well,
You can do it
I
after
hope
the
I
show.
have nightmares. I won't.
It's weird.
like if you asked an 8-ball, is Artie Lang gonna die next year? Like it
It's
would
like-
it would say something like it points to yes. Or
Yeah.
whatever,
Just don't get that
whatever.
8 ball
Absolutely.
close to Artie Lang. He's going to try to put up his nose.
Yeah. Jeez.
He's going to lift up his nose flap and shove it.
Right.
That's where he stores his IDs now.
Yeah. Oh.
Oh. Yikes.
This is a much different podcast
Wow.
than like favorite junk food.
Yeah,
Like,
exactly.
It's like so much worse.
Yeah, because after every other thing that somebody says, they go, "Ooh."
Yeah.
Yeah, we're all cringing.
Yeah.
And again, I don't want Artie Lang to die.
No.
No.
But like
Chris does because he's got the money down on him. I want the queen to die.
I just likely I put the pieces together and I think he's gonna die.
But yeah, he's not. That's here's the other side of the coin. We've talked about people that have lived really awesome, amazing, long lives, right? And then you have the other side of that people that have like Flash, like they've done a bunch of stuff, but they've also treated themselves like shit. You know, like they've definitely sucked all the life out in a shorter amount of time. So.
Through their nose.
Yep, by way
With
of
a
nose.
straw. They sucked it through a straw.
Man.
Okay, let's move on. Number 8.
Wow.
I think a couple years ago when we used to do this, right before we stopped doing it, I was like, you know what? I'm not going to do this celebrities who will die in 2020 episode because it makes me kind of sad.
Bad mojo. This is my first time doing it.
Yeah,
and I'm feeling
I feel
like pressure now.
I feel nothing.
I know.
Take it all
You're
in,
like giggling.
absorb it.
Yeah, I don't give a shit. I think it's great.
You too?
Yeah, I'm
Oh,
like,
man.
honestly, I'm like, whatever.
Oh, I'm feeling it
People
now.
We're
die.
definitely the balance to these two
Yeah.
because we're definitely feeling this.
Yeah,
thing.
give me your list. I'll sell it.
Okay, I'll go first this round.
Yeah, you're at number 8. Chris.
Okay, I chose another hard liver. He's probably got a hard liver from drinking and partying, and another guy that's been in trouble with the law the last few years. This is Tom Sizemore,
Oh yeah.
the actor who he was in Saving Private Ryan, and he's been in some other stuff. But yeah, he's definitely had some hard times. He was on a couple years ago. He was on one of not Dr. Phil, but
Dr. Drew.
Dr. Drew Celebrity Rehab.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
Oh really?
Yeah, and I think that show has a track record of like being the last time
death.
people are on camera.
Oh, no.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, yeah, he was on
Yeah.
Celebrity Rehab.
Yeah.
Tom Sizemore is 5'11".
Why did the heights come into play?
That's how tall I am.
Thanks, Wikipedia.
It's turned into a bit. It's 58 years old. 58 years old.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
That's hard. That's all. That's old. That's 103 for like someone that's a drug user,
Yeah.
like a hard drug user.
Oh, by the way, Sarah, will you pick somebody? We're gonna have them do this round. So the first one in this round is Tom Sizemore.
Okay, Becky Tomlinson.
Okay, cool.
You're on.
Becky, you're
Becky.
up. So Tom Sizemore.
His first big movie was what? Reservoir Dogs? Does that sound right?
Yeah, that does sound right.
That's where you recognize him from.
Was he in that?
Was he? Am I
No.
remembering
You
wrong?
might be thinking of Michael Madsen.
Okay, I was
Oh,
thinking
you
of
were
Michael
thinking Michael
Madsen,
Madsen.
yes.
Yeah.
He's in all the.
And what was the big thing that Sizemore was in?
He was. I remember him from Saving Private
Saving
Ryan.
Private Ryan.
Yeah. Let me check his IMDb.
Wasn't he in a Tarantino film? Am I remembering that correctly?
Yeah. Twin Peaks.
He's a really good actor.
I know.
Yeah, yeah.
Noah.
Yeah, I'm going through. It's taking too long. He's been in a lot of stuff. Tom. He was Tom in something.
Good. And
Tom.
Dr. Drew Celebrity
Played
Rehab.
Tom
Yeah.
Hanks.
He was in Hawaii Five-0.
Oh, wow, you went deep.
Yeah, yeah. This is good. There's tons. He's been in tons of stuff.
Yeah, nothing.
But that
this,
can't
this
save
makes
you from
really
death.
good
Justice
TV.
League.
Yeah.
I know. Yeah,
Searching
people are.
things on the internet.
Yeah,
people
yeah.
people
Best.
love this show for this
I mean,
very
if people
reason.
watch other people play video games, why not watch people
Watch me
surf
scroll
Watch me
through.
Google.
This is-
Yeah, watch
put
me
this on
Google
Twitch,
movies I
here we
haven't
go.
seen.
All right, we're moving on. He was
All
also
right.
in China
Yeah.
Beach. That's his first listed credit.
Okay.
That was a
We
TV
got a low
show.
battery on this guy right
Oh, really?
here. Is that okay, though?
I think it'll be fine. I think it'll keep
I think it will.
playing.
Yeah.
What's the battery at?
10%.
We could even turn it off.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah,
All right.
It'll keep recording. Go ahead.
Tom Sizemore,
Tom Sizemore.
I accept your Tom Sizemore
Uh-huh.
and raise you former WWF superstar Hacksaw Jim Duggan.
Hacksaw Jim Duggan.
That's right, Hacksaw
Hacksaw
Jim
Jim
Duggan.
Duggan.
Jim Duggan was known as Hacksaw. He was salt of the earth from the heartland.
Mm-hmm.
His biggest, of course, weapon was a
2x4.
2x4.
Oh.
Yeah,
And
it was
he
like a
just
2x4
wore-
of justice.
He just wore blue underpants, right? Wasn't that his like
I
whole
think
costume?
they were denim. Yeah, they were denim of a sort, I believe.
No, yeah. Look, here he is. He's in the onesie,
Yeah, he
like
went
a
for
blue
onesie.
onesie,
Okay.
And
or one singlet. That's what they're called.
I don't
Oh,
know
yeah.
anything about his health or his lifestyle other than I don't think anybody in the 80s in the WWF did not do an insane amount of steroids and cocaine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So he probably has that, kind of weighing on his heart. I'm sure he's a lovely man, good family man, good provider. But
6'3".
he is 6'3", and big guys don't last.
They don't.
So
No.
I'm going to put my money on Hacksaw Jim Duggan.
You know who he reminds me of? There's this comedian. His name is Chad Opitz.
Yeah.
Chad could play Hacksaw Jim Duggan if there was a biopic.
wow.
Yeah.
Biopic? Okay,
Yeah.
great.
Yeah. Chad Opitz,
biopic?
from what I've seen about him,
Whatever.
he's going to take that as high praise.
Chad,
I think he's like a fan of that era WWF.
Is he?
I may be wrong, but yeah.
he could play this guy for sure.
And Chad can do really good high kicks
Yes.
and like karate. So that's fighting.
Now,
Dang.
for lovers or perhaps the casual fan
Yeah.
of wrestling, he's not to be confused with the other bearded man from the Heartland, Big John Studd.
no, yeah.
Big John Studd, an
we know the
earlier-
difference, Greg.
I know you guys know, but for our viewing audience, Big John Studd was like 7 feet tall, not 6'3".
And he carried a 4x4.
Exactly. He carried an entire Ford F-150 4x4 into the ring with him.
Somebody guess how old Hacksaw Jim Duggan is?
I'm going to say 62.
I'm going to say 64.
65. He's
Whoa.
65, yeah.
I win.
Yeah, I win.
He's
Bob
going to
Barker.
go on to Medicare and be done.
Yeah.
That's
Oh,
what
my
I'm thinking with
goodness.
Hacksaw Jim.
All right, so
Dang.
audience, you have to vote.
Wait, are we getting
Well,
an audience
Chris?
Yeah,
option on
who
this?
is it?
page?
Did Chris do it?
Yeah, Chris.
Yeah,
Oh.
mine was Tom Sizemore.
Tom Sizemore.
Whoops, okay. Yeah, Becky's doing it. She
Okay.
says she is. But then she says, help me out, Switcheroonies. I don't know who these people are.
Oh, by the way,
Go with your heart.
the T-shirts are ordered.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
and so T-shirts are ordered. They're getting here. He said by like Friday.
Ooh.
So by next week we'll be able to show the top 10 list podcast T-shirts.
Oh, I thought you had like Tom Sizemore t-shirts.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah,
what?
Tom
And
Sizemore
classic
T-shirts.
Hacksaw Jim Duggan.
But that's cool.
Onesies.
What does it say? Top 10
It
podcast?
says top 10 list podcast on the back. It says I'm a switcheroony.
That's what our fans are called.
Yeah.
Switcheroonies.
Yeah.
Nice, awesome.
Yeah.
Welcome, Switcheroonies.
Yeah,
Okay.
isn't that cool?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You don't think so?
No, yeah, I think it
Great.
is.
Chef
fun.
Boyardee's
Yeah.
Switcheroonies.
Well, I put the.
I like to eat my Switcheroonies.
They're also they're coming out with a new breakfast cereal called the Switcheroonie.
I call that when I soil my underwear and I have to change them.
So we just put 'em in-
It's Switcheroony time.
Which happens a lot.
Oh, I bet.
Just soil.
Chris is constantly shitting himself. All right, what is?
Well, let's see. People are helping her out.
That's so funny.
Now they're talking about those T-shirts.
Yeah, merch.
Okay, she did vote.
Okay, here we
She
go.
says Tom because I've heard his name before.
Jeez.
That's my kind of vote. Let's
Where my
see.
Gen Xers at?
Becky.
Hillary Clinton. Yeah, I've heard her name before. I'll vote for
Thanks,
her.
Becky.
That is.
Man, I'm getting destroyed
That
in this.
was the,
Yeah, you are.
that was
sorry.
the greatest reason
I-
for voting.
That
for
was the
somebody.
greatest reason too. And can I buy Becky a T-shirt? Is that something that we can do?
I mean,
Can we
you
like
can.
send people T-shirts?
Yeah, you
Okay,
can
I
buy-
want to send Becky a T-shirt. I think that was
Normally,
really
I would
nice.
say you could give it to her for free, but I put these on my own personal credit card.
No,
so
I'll
yeah,
buy it. I
You're
wanna
gonna
buy
have to- You're gonna have to buy it at
I wanna
cost.
buy it.
and
I wanna
send
buy
I
it.
have to
back.
do like a
Okay.
special graphic of like a is it like a tombstone that says R.I.P.
Oh,
That's a good idea.
Special
Get some
effects.
puff paint.
I put Tom Sizemore on it.
Yeah,
so she knows.
it's gonna be a custom.
R.I.P. Tom.
But what if she's like, oh, him? No, not him. She's the other guy.
All right, number 7. We're back over to Greg.
All
Picture
right.
number 7. I'm doing this round. Sarah's doing the next, and then back to the audience. But I encourage you, comment, let us know who you think should be on this
Yeah, for
list.
sure.
Or who shouldn't. If we mention somebody like that, then tell us about it, and
Yeah.
we'll talk about it. All right, Greg, number 7.
Who remembers Lisa Lampanelli?
Yeah, I do.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
The Queen of Mean.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Former stand-up comedian.
What?
Wait, you said former
Yeah.
in quotes. So
Former stand-up comedian.
Yeah.
You're going to shit yourself when you see what Lisa Lampanelli has made of herself lately.
she's an improviser.
She,
No.
yeah, then she.
Oh yeah, she's
she'd be
she's
dead.
gone.
She, because her act was harsh and it was racist and
Was it racist?
Oh, yes. I mean, she was like a Don Rickles insult comic.
Oh,
like, she
okay.
did it very well. She was amazingly good at it.
Oh, good. Okay.
But the times, I think, have caught up to that act.
Okay.
So she has retired from stand-up comedy. She was known as the Queen of Mean.
She's like, I can't do not
She
racist
is-
jokes
I
now, so I'm not
simply
doing
can't.
any jokes.
She is
then.
now a
Yeah.
life coach who dubs herself the Queen of Meaning.
Oh my goodness
Oh,
gracious.
my
I mean,
gosh.
props for the rebrand, though. Props
But
for
we
the
all
rebrand.
know what a rebrand means.
Yeah, you just,
Last step before bankruptcy. Bankruptcy leads to overdose. Overdose leads to death.
Greg, save
There you
it.
go.
Sorry, Lisa.
you spin
Really
quite a
enjoyed your
yarn.
stuff.
Yeah.
This is great.
She has new green hair or blue
and
hair.
she has new green hair, and we all know that has carcinogens in it.
She's done for.
You're selling it.
But how old is she?
I don't have that available.
50s, I think.
Okay.
No,
Maybe
she's
late
50,
50s.
58.
She's gonna
Yeah.
die of being
And she's
mean.
5'9".
Well, that's
You're-
kind of tall.
You're
actually.
5'11", right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, she's a tall girl.
All right,
Lisa Lampanelli.
Chris.
That's my vote.
What do you have to say to that?
Okay.
Number
I
7.
I chose Lindsay Lohan
Yes.
For
I was waiting
this.
for this.
because she had her issues, right? And then she kind of got okay. Right, she was on Australian, one of those Australian like X Factor shows or something like that. But then just recently, for unfortunate news, her partner passed away.
Oh.
And I feel like when you have those big, when you're like an addict and you've had problems, and then you have a big life changing,
You're gonna hit her
thing
while
like
she's
that.
down?
No, I just think that
You're
if I am
next.
putting my money somewhere, I'm gonna do some research, and I think that might be enough catalyst to send somebody over the edge.
Yeah.
That's all.
Oh my gosh. I saw this clip of Oprah interviewing her saying, "So, we heard that you did cocaine a few times." And she goes, I didn't maybe like, I don't know, like 5 or 6 or like 11 times. I think that's what she actually says it.
She couldn't even like lie. She's like, "God, I gotta be."
So it was like 130.
Yeah, it
times.
was like so much cocaine.
You guys are gonna lose your shit.
Uh-oh.
How old is Lindsay Lohan?
Oh.
42. No, she's probably like 35.
Oh, I think she's a little bit younger.
Oh.
I think she's like 32.
What was her breakout? I mean, where do we know Lindsay from?
Oh,
What
she
was her
did,
first thing?
The twins one. What was that? That was
Yeah.
kind of her first thing.
Parent
The
Trap.
Parent
Parent
Trap.
Trap, yeah.
Parent Trap. All right, I'm gonna say she's 40.
33.
Ooh.
33.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're right.
uh-huh.
33, and she's 5'5".
Oh, average, yes. Totally. That makes
Just
sense.
Coming in average.
Wow.
Oh my
Wow.
gosh.
So this is up to me.
This is a fun one.
Oh.
These are two wild babes.
Crazy babes.
I'm gonna go with Lindsay Lohan on this.
Jeez, for the love
For
of
the next year? I don't know about this next year, though.
Yeah, I think this next year. Yeah, I think
Yeah.
that I'm surprised that she's had some really hard times.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, I think it's more. Even though Lisa's older, I think she's in a good place now, and she's helping people out. She's feeling positive. She's not going anywhere.
She thinks
Lindsay
she's-
Lohan was like my Brittany Murphy pick.
Oh, and
know.
she died.
I know. Yeah.
Pretty much.
Yeah. All right, so just to let you know, so far after 4 rounds,
Oh, man.
Chris, you have 4
4
points.
points.
And Greg, you have 0 points.
Big comeback.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
It's
always-
coming.
Always
Anything
root
can
for the
happen.
underdog. That's
Anything
all.
can
Storm's
happen.
coming. I can't find it, but someone on here called themselves a death-a-rooney.
Oh,
Like,
yeah. The Reaper Rooney.
Oh, it's so sad. It's so sad.
Reaper-rooney.
All right,
Chef Boyardee.
Sarah, you're
Jeff
judging.
Rooney's.
Death Boyardee.
Death
Come on, it was
Death
right there.
Boyardee. Oh, that's good. That is good.
You're judging this round,
Okay,
Sarah.
cool.
Eat it in the front seat of your
Andrew Sarche says Lindsay Lohan actually stole Steve-O's cocaine at a party.
Really?
Whoa, was Andrew there?
He may have been. He has some crazy stories.
Yeah. That's awesome.
Thank you.
All right, so Chris, you're up number 6.
Okay. I'll don't worry, I'll lose this round.
Oh no.
Because when I was compiling my list, I wanted to find that person that was like who no one would have thought this. This is just a random. I just spun the globe and put my finger on it. So this is just a random person. I chose Gunther from Friends. The guy who played Gunther from the show Friends is going to maybe pass away in 2020.
Oh, that'd be nuts.
Just
dude.
because he's probably not doing a lot, and just who knows? He's my Paul Walker pick. Just,
Oh. What do these mean when you say these references?
Oh, that's just the randomness of life.
yeah.
exactly.
It's the randomness of
The
life.
randomness
You just,
of life.
oh, okay.
Paul
It will
Walker-
happen in an accident.
Paul Walker, yeah, it has to nothing to do about drugs or lifestyle
Well, it was
choices or
kind of
anything like
ironic,
that.
though.
Yeah, Fast and
His,
Furious.
yeah.
So Gunther's gonna choke on a coffee cup.
Yeah, exactly.
James Michael Tyler is his.
James Michael Tyler.
Yeah.
Is that his only gig?
No, he's done other stuff.
Okay.
Really?
Interesting.
He's like
likes
the
Eddie
Friends video
Gunther.
game.
Yeah. The video game? How boring would that
Other
be?
credits.
It's like
Friends
Sims.
reunion show.
Yeah, exactly.
Friends live reunion show.
I just
Exactly.
realized
Friends
that
DVD extras.
Yeah.
guys
Sometimes
are
when I think
terrible.
about a person if I randomly think about a person, sometimes they do die
Whoa!
after that. So one of these people is probably gonna die.
Is that your
soon.
superhero power?
Yeah.
Wow.
I'm like, oh, I haven't thought about that person in a while, and then I'm like, 2 weeks later, I'm like, they're dead. How did that
Wow.
happen?
Well, do you have an example of one?
Yeah, this girl in high school.
Sarah. Sarah, do not share
I'm not
another
kidding, but
word.
anyways. Yeah. And at this point, 2 guys I've made out with in the past have died.
What?
Isn't that weird?
Oh, kiss of death.
Both in different countries. Like, I made out with them in different countries.
Sarah's the Black Widow.
International booty calls.
What?
Yeah.
No.
Isn't
What?
that weird? So the next country I go to, yeah, I'm gonna
Wow.
kiss of death. Anyways, it's not that funny because these are real people, but it's very weird.
You were right about. You're like, I don't give a fuck.
Yeah, I mean, it's just maybe.
So Gunther from Cheers, or Friends from Cheers. Oh my God, Gunther from Friends. That's Chris's pick.
Okay.
Greg, who is your number 6?
Obviously, marked for death in 2020.
Oh no.
Broadcast legend Barbara Walters.
Oh.
That's right.
Wow.
Barbara Walters.
Baba Wawa.
Still alive.
Mm-hmm.
Right. This is one of those still alive picks.
Still alive picks.
She's 90 something, I want to say. Probably, I'm gonna guess 5'4". And-
She's coming in at 90.
90.
Yeah.
Okay.
And we have no
Height
we have no
not
height
listed,
for
so
Barbara
let's say I'm
Walters.
correct at 5'4". She, of course, lived a very good life, and I'm sure made plenty of money in her media career. So she's had good health, good care. But I think
90's it, huh?
90's
91?
about it. I think if she stuck around anymore to see the state of the media,
It would kill her anyway.
It'd kill her anyway.
Yeah.
So I think this
Yeah.
is it's a merciful pick.
She was born in Boston.
Ah,
And she will die in.
peace.
Yes. I can.
Did she have like a sign off thing? Like like a
Yeah.
tagline that she was known
She
for?
did, right? What was that?
I'll see you next week.
I'm Barbara Walters.
It was like,
this is 2020. I
and
don't
this
know.
is 2020, and she will die in 2020.
Oh.
And I will die in 2020.
Oh, Sarah just blew my mind.
I feel bad about this stuff I said. No one's gonna die. No one's gonna die.
You can't erase the internet.
Yeah.
I know. Now I'm like, shit. What
It's
if
out there
people see
forever.
this?
Your future employers are going to look that up.
Sarah's pick.
That
So
2020 kind of nailed it. I think
Gunther
that's
from
it.
Which I'm
Friends
doing
or
good,
Barbara
I can do.
Walters?
Okay. Yeah, Barbara Walters
Okay, Barbara
probably.
Walters.
Yeah.
Greg
yeah,
picks
you
up
get
his
your-
first
Nice.
point.
Your first
Hey.
point.
I told you that was a good.
Yeah.
I really wanted Gunther on the list though, just because.
Oh, someone also made that joke. Barbara Walters, and this is 2020. Seems a bit fitting. Beck and I on the
Oh.
same
Do you have any other
page.
comments on there that you want to share?
And Hugh Downs is already
Britta,
dead, right?
Britta
Oh,
says,
yeah.
not Bob Wah. That's how she says
Bob
Barbara,
Wah.
Barbara
Wawa?
Walters.
Bob
Bob
Wawa.
Wah.
Baba Wawa.
Oh,
Was that Gilda Radner who did the Baba Wawa?
I think
Yes.
so, yeah.
Yes, that was.
Yeah.
they were talking about, both Britta and Licia say that they dreamt about Robin Williams the day he died, but they didn't know yet.
Whoa.
So they have also my superpower. What up?
Do you know what celebrity I cried at when I found out that they had passed away? John Candy.
Oh,
When John Candy passed away, I cried in my car. It
Yeah.
was really sad.
Yeah, that's sad.
I cried when Chris Farley died. I was like 8, but I was like, man, he was
yeah.
cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a tough one.
Mm-hmm.
I cried when they took Talk of the Nation off the air
What?
of NPR and Neil Conan's side off, and it was really
Was it emotional?
hell yeah, it was
Oh,
emotional.
that's funny.
Mm.
I don't
A
remember.
sensitive NPR listener.
I cried at
Super
the
emotional.
at the end of Coco when he's singing his song to his grandma.
Remember me.
I cried recently at that new ET commercial.
Oh.
Have you seen that?
You're a
That dude almost made my list.
What did
Oh,
I
really?
cry?
Yeah, he just got some drug charges.
Oh,
I think that's why he was like, I'll
Wait.
do anything.
Oh,
Put me
that's
in that
the guy
ET.
from Haunting of Hill House, right?
Is that the same dude?
Yeah, the dad in the
Elliot
new ET.
from ET?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, I think so.
Wow.
Oh, cool. He got gigs.
He's on drugs too?
Yeah.
Oh, great.
They're all on drugs.
I guess they all are.
All right, well, number 5. So we're back over to Greg.
Okay, this is audience pick.
This is an audience pick. Yes, Greg. Greg.
Hi, everybody.
Do we have anybody
Audience.
that's
I
Yes.
have to give you some bad news.
uh-oh. Hold on. Hold
Okay,
that phone.
Megan
Megalyn?
Jocelyn. It's your pick. Megan.
Sorry to do this to you, Megan. But
Do you know what's really cool is we have, because all the same names tune in each week. Like, here's what I love about streaming. Like, if someone stops watching, you know that they're not commenting anymore.
Yeah.
Like on a TV show, like the cast of Friends wasn't like, Cheryl hasn't been here in a couple of weeks. Like, you know, if you're starting to suck. If we suck, we're
If
going to
we
be
suck,
like
they're
talking
gone.
to ourselves.
Yeah, true.
Yeah. All right. Well, that's good. Thanks for sticking around.
Thank you, guys.
Yeah. Okay, Greg, hit it. Do your thing.
All right, Megan. I hate to do this to you. I know you're a big fan, but unfortunately, you're going to have to vote
No.
that in 2020,
One
it's
of
the
us?
year of the demise
Nope.
of Val Kilmer.
Oh.
What?
Val's had a rough last couple
Wow.
of years, if you haven't kept track. Val had throat cancer.
Oh.
Yeah, I mean, really, it's sad. He's had a bad lawsuit for plagiarizing some
Oh.
stuff. He's really dedicated to making one more movie,
Oh, really?
and I think he's even.
You just don't
He
think
grew out a ponytail.
his face is puffy.
Yeah, he got
yeah,
very bloated.
he's-
Is he going to be in the? Is he going to be in the
Top
the
Gun?
Maverick, the Top Gun Maverick movie?
I
He's
don't
on
think
it?
so. If you've seen
Okay.
some recent pictures, he doesn't
Not
look
good.
like
No.
he's up for
No.
anything.
I'd love
So,
to see him on the volleyball court
That
though with
throat
his shirt off.
cancer, though.
No.
It just give me some confidence, you know.
Did you know Michael
So
Douglas
mean.
also got throat cancer and he blamed it on eating?
Herpes.
No, he
Oh.
blamed it on eating his wife out.
Yeah,
I
herpes.
remember that. Yeah.
No, not herpes, HPV.
Oh, HPV. Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh.
he says Catherine Zeta-Jones has HPV, and that's how he got throat cancer.
Oh
Wow.
That's funny to me. I'm like, that's not why you got throat cancer. I'm pretty sure
No.
Wait, can
Everybody's
you
a
get
doctor.
that? Is that a thing?
from eating.
WebMD. That's all you do is type anything into WebMD.
Do you know for sure?
And a possible,
I need
possible
to know
cause of
yesterday.
everything is eating out Catherine Zeta-Jones. That's like,
Yeah, just Catherine Zeta. She's so powerful.
So spicy.
Yeah.
anyway, Val Kilmer.
59 years old, 6 foot.
Good, thank you.
Okay, Val Kilmer. Who are you going to put against Val Kilmer, Chris?
Man, I just regret this pick, but it's on my list.
Oh,
I gotta pick it. This is just
these are
sad.
so hard.
This is
Oh, this is
this
sad.
is just a sad. Like this is like likely to die in 2020. This person should be on the list.
Can I say one thing before you move on?
Yeah.
Val Kilmer in Tombstone was one of the best parts I've ever
Oh.
seen.
Oh,
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, he was so
Hands
good.
down.
The man has presence, charming,
yes.
The
I like
Doors,
him.
the movie The Doors, he was great in that.
real genius.
He
Kiss,
was
Kiss,
in
Bang,
Willow. That's I don't remember.
He had comedy chops
Willow!
for days. Come on, Top Secret, comedy chops for days.
Oh, Top Secret! You have not
Oh.
seen this movie. It is so good.
Okay.
I mean, it's the dumbest comedy ever.
But it's
and
good.
I think
Brilliant.
if it played today, people would be like, "No, you're canceled."
Oh.
But it was so good. It
Okay.
was so funny for the time.
Okay.
I haven't watched it. I don't know how it's aged, but I'm
holds up
imagining
perfectly.
it doesn't. Yeah, I don't think so. I don't think it holds.
You like Angie Tribeca, you'll love Top Secret.
No, no.
I think someone already guessed who you're gonna say.
Okay, Chris, go
On
ahead.
here.
Oh,
Sorry.
is it Alex Trebek?
Oh, no.
Oh.
Wow. Yeah, you're right. Because didn't something happen
He has
recently?
pancreatic cancer.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, that's sad. Yeah.
This is too real.
I know. It's not fun. I wish I would have put another Gunther pick.
You know, do you guys want to see something cool?
Yeah, you have a picture.
I'm gonna
of him.
blow your mind right
Okay.
now.
Yeah?
Yeah, hold on.
Okay.
Oh no, my phone's not working.
Oh shoot.
Oh, you gotta charge your devices.
Well,
you
Brian's
guys,
phone died
I
in
have
2019.
I have a picture on my phone that I can't share with you. I'm gonna have to charge it now so I can prove it. Of Greg with Alex Trebek that I took at his house just the other day. Yeah.
Greg was on Jeopardy.
I was
Yeah,
on
Greg was on.
Oh,
Yeah.
dude, that's cool. When was that?
Back in 2000?
And it was
In the year
it was a
2000.
rerun recently of you being on there. or
No,
what?
I just
Oh.
I have a framed picture at home.
It's
in
adorable.
My special Jeopardy commemorative frame of me and
Oh,
Alex.
that's cool.
Yeah, so we were sitting in his house and I was like, "Oh, I've never seen that before." So I took a
Nice.
picture of it,
Hell
not
yeah.
even knowing that he was gonna make your list or anything or
That's
your
a
list.
little bit
Yeah.
serendipitous. How far
So-
did you get on that show?
I came in second.
Whoa.
Yeah.
But
Very
tell
cool.
them why you didn't come in first.
Don't be mean.
Oh no! Why?
I got a little cocky,
Oh.
and I
Don't we
made
all?
fun of one of the other contestants, kind of.
Punched him in the face.
And then
That's not true.
I got a little cocky, and
Oh.
my knowledge, and really the reason I lost is my knowledge of the popes was not nearly as strong as I thought it was.
Right,
That's,
right.
really, that's really why I lost. But also, Ted kind of was a little bit mocking.
Do you cringe still, even though that was
Oh, yes.
20 years ago?
Oh,
you go,
completely, yes.
ooh,
Oh, yes. Yeah.
wow,
I
that
thought
never
you
goes
did
away.
I thought you did a like let's make it a true daily double.
No.
and then you lost
Finger
it all.
guns.
No, I did
Oh,
not.
that's how I tell the story to people.
No, I mean it was like a $2,000 clue though on the popes. I was like, I got it. I'm
Oh.
wrong.
Oh,
No.
dude.
Can I keep telling the story the way I tell it?
However you want to. It's you know.
Nobody's gonna fact
It's a
check
secondhand
that.
story, so you can tell. You can elaborate. as
I'm
much
gonna
as-
tell. I'm gonna tell people he punched somebody, and that's why he came in
Sure.
second.
Sure.
All right. So Val Kilmer or Alex Trebek? Who's picking?
Audience?
Megan.
Megan.
Megan. Yes, Megan. That's
Megan,
right.
we need
Forgot.
we need a vote. Val Kilmer or Alex Trebek? Did she
Dang.
already vote?
Oh wait, yeah, no, did she? No. Yep, she did.
Okay.
She says, sadly, I think it will be Alex.
Oh.
Switch.
Oh.
Oh,
Are you using your switch?
That's what I just did.
Okay.
Yeah.
Switch a motherfucking Rooney.
Oh.
Yeah, switcheroony. That's a good switch because I didn't really want him on the list, but it was. He's probably gonna.
That's
Probably 'cause
probably
it's
gonna.
very real,
So
yeah.
Val Kilmer. So Val Kilmer is now at number 5, and Greg picks up the point for that.
Nice.
Yeah,
sweet.
that's good. We
Good
don't
switch.
have to do anything to Alex.
Yeah, that was
Trebek.
heavy.
Yeah,
That was weighing
yeah.
him real
Yeah, don't
heavy.
do that again.
Nobody else is actually gonna die. Wait.
Pat Sajak.
All right, number 4. So we're back over to Chris. Right?
Didn't I go? Didn't I go first
No.
this last time?
You did not.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Interesting.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, you're even numbers.
Okay. Okay. Yeah. For number 4,
Uh-huh.
another hard child, and this is kind of a child star one.
Oh, good, yeah.
Aaron Carter.
Oh, yes. Big
Whoa.
time.
Yeah, he's had a rough decade.
that
Lots
kid.
of drugs, to the point where he agreed to go on Dr. Phil to talk about his like ailments and
Oh.
things.
dang.
And then he is in the news for drug charges. Plus, he has like a restraining order out. Like he's just this is full downward spiral. If you look up a picture of him, he is like methy meth boy.
Very methy.
Where would I
looking.
know Aaron Carter from?
Child star. Backstreet Boys, Nick Carter, his younger brother,
Yeah.
kind of chasing the tails of
Gotcha.
He had a jam. It was like boom.
I put it in the hoop like slam.
Oh.
I heard the crowd screaming out jam. And I swear that I'm telling you the facts. 'Cause that's how I beat Shaq.
So he's like the bizarro Marky Mark.
Not even that.
He's like
Because I was thinking like Marky Mark is to whatever
Oh.
group Donnie Wahlberg was in.
Yeah, right.
Oh.
yeah, but
Oh.
Mark Wahlberg is way
He's-
famous and
yeah,
like, successful.
more
Right.
successful.
So this guy's
Oh,
the
the
Bizarro.
Bizarro. Oh, yes,
like,
yes.
like the alternate universe.
Yeah.
This guy did not
Did
worst
not
case
go
scenario.
off.
make it.
My little brother liked him, but
When
Oh.
I lived down in LA, there was this like little club that we would go to, and it was like Nick Carter's like his buddy opened this club, and so he always had this little VIP section,
Oh.
and so Nick Carter was always there in the little booth with the like velvet rope. And he always just had like a bottle, and he was always wearing a basketball jersey. And I was like, and this was back in like 2004, and I was like, damn,
These
that guy,
boys.
man, I want to go say what's up to Nick Carter.
freaking love their basketball. What up? I'm a big fan.
Yeah.
He's 32 now. Aaron Carter's
Aaron
32.
Carter? Oh my gosh, he's older than
He's
me.
just rough.
8'6".
All right, so that's Chris's pick. Aaron Carter. Greg, who are you going to put against Aaron Carter?
Someone that also has had a difficult last decade. Drugs, rough marriage, maybe overexposure in the media landscape. Lamar Odom.
Oh.
Mm.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Yeah, a Kardashian husband.
Yep.
Uh,
And then drugs, yeah.
former NBA star, LA Laker, and was he a Clipper maybe as well? He had some bad drug issues, and
He plays the sports,
Dang.
huh?
yeah,
Age
How do you have
40.
time for drugs
He's
when
younger than me.
6'9".
Yeah, definitely. You're right.
6'10".
10.
Oh,
in
jeez,
his shoes. In his shoes. You know, big guys. They don't last long.
Lamar
How
Odom.
old is he? You said?
He's 40
40.
years old.
No.
Dude.
He's only 40.
He's only 40.
How is he only 40?
Yeah, I thought he was older than me.
Well, there you go. That's
How do
another
you
reason.
start doing drugs when you're a basketball player? Like, you don't have time.
Yeah,
You're
I
in
know.
game like every day.
Yeah, and you have to
Yeah.
work
Is it
out.
something
and-
that's a developed thing after the fact? You're chasing
Maybe.
that like high from.
Maybe.
that could be
Could
it.
Yeah,
Going
because
to
he's
those
40,
Kardashian
so
parties.
if he... Yeah,
You're
yeah.
just bored and you have
Those
money.
Kardashians.
Yeah.
Dang.
What is-
Yeah, I
what does
look
he
younger
Do you have a
than him.
picture of him?
Yeah.
I think I get him confused with Meta World Peace.
No, yeah.
Oh,
not
Ron
the same
Artest? No,
Yeah.
no,
guy. No.
Oh yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Whoa,
yeah.
his eyes are all like lopsided. Is that a thing?
That's a wink with the
I
camera.
think they caught him mid-wink in that photo.
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
So
look
I'm gonna
younger
go
than he
Lamar
does. All right, well, cool. Well, that's too bad. This is my pick, huh?
Yeah.
My pick, your pick, audience pick, and then we both have to agree. That's the
Yes.
last four.
Mm-hmm.
Oh man, I'm gonna say Aaron Carter. Aaron Carter.
Yeah.
If you watch that Dr. Phil, Greg, you would be like, it's
I'll be
Aaron Carter.
convinced.
It's Aaron
Yeah,
Carter.
you
I
would.
saw pictures of Aaron Carter on here, and he looked pretty
bad.
bad.
Right.
Yeah. So
Megan says Lamar was just on Dancing with the Stars. So
Yeah, see?
he's
Still
maybe
grooving.
okay right now.
Yeah.
But 2021.
And Aaron Carter was on Dr. Phil.
Yeah, just by what their TV appearances are.
yeah,
So we
yeah.
know.
Yeah, I think that says a lot right there. All right, so Greg, you're up for number 3. This is Sarah's pick.
Okay.
Okay. Number 3,
Mhm.
Sarah's pick.
Yep.
I'm ready for this.
Okay, go ahead.
You ready?
Yep.
Yes.
A little outside the box.
Okay.
Flo from Progressive.
Whoa.
Whoa, dude.
Yeah.
What's your reason for this?
Yeah, what the
I've
hell?
been paying attention to the Progressive saga.
Yeah.
You big jerk.
Jamie has really been creeping in on Flo's screen time.
Who's Jamie?
Yeah, who's Jamie?
Exactly. He's the new guy. He's like
Right.
the cousin Oliver who's coming in and taking up some screen time
What?
from our girl Flo.
This is
Yeah.
so funny.
And I think they've already established like Flo's twin sister. You can tell they've jumped the shark on the Flo
Right.
character.
Not doing Flo anymore.
And
Now,
I think
are you
2020 is when Flo is a no.
So are you gonna,
Oh,
so are you saying that Flo is like not going to have a commercial anymore? Or are you saying that Flo is actually going to pass away?
I'm saying that Flo will be gone. I'm saying Progressive, in order to keep their brand in any way legitimate, will have to kill her off in the commercials.
Wait, you're talking
Probably
about
in an auto accident.
The
That would make
character.
sense.
Yeah,
That would
you
make-
are
not
that
the
would make
actress
sense.
behind Flo.
So you think
You're
the
right.
actual
I'm
character?
thinking second level here, Chris. I put a lot of thought into this.
Killing a character off. How are they like in a car accident?
I would think so. The
They
car
gotta-
Elevator shaft.
Although
Yeah.
Until you kill
Progressive
every-
can insure homes, recreational
True.
vehicles,
Motorcycles.
Sea-Doos, motorcycles. She
So they're
could,
gonna
she could-
Probably
she
dogs
could-
spin
too.
it.
She'd probably
Yeah.
get bit by a dog.
Yes, she could die in any
Yeah.
number of vehicular.
I did notice that
or
she-
home accidents.
She tried to like she was just Flo, and then she like got to play different characters. Like in her contract, she was like, I want to like show my
Oh.
range.
Mm-hmm.
And then I think they were like, okay, you're gonna a little too much. for
Time
us.
out. We're gonna have to kill you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She's portrayed by
wow.
Stephanie Courtney.
Wow, I'd love to see her in other stuff.
She's 49 years old and 5'8".
Wow.
Okay.
Yeah.
She's
I didn't
already
think
kinda
that she was
tall.
49.
Yeah.
She's older than me.
Wow.
Yeah.
Dang.
She's been doing this gig for what, 8 years? Something like
Quite a
that?
long
Oh,
time.
man.
Yeah, she looks younger than that. for
Yeah,
She
she looks way
does.
younger than that. Good for her, man. Stephanie Courtney's killing it. She
For
has
sure.
2 first names.
Commercial.
Oh,
Yeah.
nice.
Love it.
Yeah. All right. Let's see. That was Greg. Chris, you're up.
Okay, I'm definitely in the realm of my picks where when I shopped these with people at work today, they were like, "Wait, that person's not dead." So like, these are good picks. Bob Dole.
Oh.
Bob Dole is still alive, and he's like 96.
I did not know that.
Greatest generation,
That's-
World War II veteran.
Okay.
Bob Dole.
Okay. Didn't you run for office or something too?
He
Ran
ran
for
for
president.
president.
Yes.
Okay.
He was a senator for like 30 years.
Okay.
Mhm.
Okay. And how old is he?
96 years old.
96.
And how tall is he?
He's a tall man.
I need to
I
know
wanna
the
say he's
height.
over 6 feet
I
or what.
appreciate you playing along with us. Thank you so
He
much.
seemed like a tall guy.
You know what's funny is I don't have a height for Bob Dole.
I'll say he was 6'2".
It's been
And
redacted.
so he
It's been redacted.
was
It's part of his military record.
As far as I
kids.
understand it, his arm was injured, I think, in the war,
Mm-hmm.
and he used to carry around a pen in his hand that really didn't work. His hand didn't work, and
Oh.
he would shake hands left-handed and,
Oh.
and all these things. But he always had a
Had
pen,
in his hand.
pen
in his hand,
just
just to so everybody thought, oh, he's
like,
just holding a pen, and
he's
so
fine,
didn't
yeah.
draw attention to it. It was such
Huh.
like an old school thing to do.
Yeah, totally.
Norm
Someone told him to do
Macdonald
that.
played him on SNL,
Oh.
like during the campaign, and his Norm Macdonald's Bob Dole is one of the best characters on SNL.
Really?
ever.
Nice.
They did a sketch that was Bob Dole on the Real World. It was like the episode of the Real World, and like he wasn't getting along with anybody in the house, and he's doing like a
awesome.
testimonial, and he was like to the point where like someone sat in the armchair, and he's like, "That's Bob Dole's chair. Get out of Bob Dole's chair!" And, like flipped the chair, and then kicked him out of the house.
my
It was
God.
such a funny sketch.
He does
love
do
that.
what Trump does, which he talks about himself all the time in the third person. So he's
Oh.
like, you know,
Bob Dole's gonna
make
Dole.
things
Bob
happen.
Dole does, yeah,
Bob Dole.
I do remember that
man.
from SNL. You know what's funny is
awesome.
he was pretty set in his ways and his beliefs, but he was still he's still like, I respect him in a way because he still like had the country kind of first. He was one of that
He was a
old
rational human being, you mean?
Yeah, I guess is that that's
Yeah.
what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
You know, served in the military, which you know I have a lot of respect for, and but then was able to argue his side, but without demeaning other people or anything like that. So
Yeah.
old style politician. I think we need a little bit more of that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm.
All right, Bob Dole, verse flow.
And
Who's
that's
it gonna be?
me.
That's to you.
Hmm.
Man, you're gonna make Flo die.
I think I am gonna make Flo die. I think that's kind of funny. It's just
Flo.
that really is out
The
of pocket.
character Flo, not the actress, but the character.
Character.
Yeah.
Switch-a-rooney.
Oh.
Switch-a-rooney.
Bob Dole. Bob Dole.
Bob
Chris
Dole.
picks up points for Bob,
Bob
Dole.
Dole says that he's gonna die.
Bob Dole.
You have to go back and watch that sketch. It's actually really funny. It's really funny.
so funny.
All right, so
I will.
number 2. We've come to number 2. We're back over to Chris. This is your pick first. Who are we going to have vote for this round?
Let's.
Oh,
Oh,
sure.
what? What do you want?
I thought you were asking for my pick.
Oh,
Let's.
this is audience vote,
have
yeah.
Andrew Sachet.
Oh, yeah.
Andrew. This is going to be an easy one.
Andrew's going to be in charge of our ACL live streams from here on out.
cool.
Yeah, he's the new tech.
Yeah,
The
yeah.
new
Oh, I
tech
used-
tech with the mostest.
Tech with the mostest. He's good. He's a nice kid.
Sweet.
He's a good boy.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Yeah. He's very innocent.
He's 22.
He's very he could be my son.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
Dang.
I think he's 5'11", 5'10".
5 foot.
Probably. Yeah.
9.5.
Oh, okay, maybe
5'9".
5'10".
Andrew, can you confirm that you're 5'9"?
Yes, Andrew. Whenever you can.
Yeah.
He's taller
Why am
than-
I looking at you like I have to go to you?
Yeah.
It's right there. How tall are you,
Andrew,
Andrew?
you're just looking at my phone. Andrew, hello.
5'10".
All right, Chris, go ahead. What's your number 2 pick?
It's very, very amazing human being. Great works. Mel Brooks.
Mel Brooks.
Mel
Oh,
Brooks.
that's gonna be sad.
Yeah, really sad.
That's gonna
He's
make me cry.
Really old. He was on an episode of Comedians in Cars Getting Coffee recently, where like he couldn't even go in the car. They had to go to his house, and he like lives with another old comedian guy, and they had little
Aw.
TV trays, and they were eating
Did
their
you just
soup.
call Carl Reiner?
Oh, is that who it was?
Another
comedian guy?
I couldn't know if it was. I
Okay.
didn't
It
want to
was
sound stupid to
cute.
say it was Carl Renner, but it definitely was Carl Renner, right?
Yes.
Okay, yeah.
Oh my gosh, that's funny.
And they just ate soup, and they had like nurses that
They're
like helped them and
widowers.
stuff.
They have each other.
Yeah,
That's
no,
cute.
it's great.
Yeah.
93 years old.
Dang.
93 years old. Mel Brooks is awesome. Spaceballs, Young Frankenstein, Blazing Saddles.
Men
The
in Tights was
producers.
like
Men in
my
Tights.
siblings and I like we performed the Men in Tights for a Thanksgiving. We
Men-
learned it in the den, and then we
Men
went
in
out
Tights.
in the living room and performed.
That's
Like my cousins and my
cute.
siblings, we all did it to a T. It was great.
That's really funny. Yeah, he's pretty amazing. He's pretty. That's gonna be a sad one. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna lie. All right, so Mel Brooks. There's no height. I think once you get to a certain point and your height
When
starts
you're
to go back
old.
down, they
Yeah.
just take your height off.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That's probably fair. I
Um,
say 5'5".
5'5"?
5'6".
Yeah, probably very close. All right, so Mel Brooks is at 2. Chris, who are you going to put against? Or I'm sorry, Greg, who are you going to put at number 2
Andrew, this
against
is going to
Mel
be easy
Brooks?
for you because 2020, you're going to feel pretty comfortable saying that, in fact, Bill Cosby is going to die.
Oh.
Yeah.
put him on.
Yeah.
So Mel Brooks against Bill Cosby.
Bill Cosby,
Dang.
what an asshole. I mean, what an asshole. Here's a guy who, growing up, I looked up to this man as a second father, as a brilliant comedy icon,
Yep.
as someone to pattern your life after.
Yep.
Oh boy.
Yeah, he was like a role model.
Yeah.
Like if you had to pick a role
The
model.
first record I ever had, a Bill Cosby record. The first tape I ever had was a Bill Cosby tape. The first
Yeah.
CD I ever had was a Bill Cosby CD. And now we all know He's a creepy
He's a
asshole.
creepy asshole.
Nasty.
Nasty, creepy asshole.
Yeah, I agree. I feel the same
And he's
way.
in. Is he still in jail? I think he's still in jail, right?
He just lost an appeal for something for the sexual assault. For sexual assault stuff.
Older guys don't last long in
Dang.
jail.
Yeah,
Doesn't
man.
matter how comfy the jail is.
Older
Yeah,
rich
right.
guys too.
Yeah.
You know, that's tough.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dang.
I feel the same way, Greg. Like, this guy was everything to me when I was growing up. I was like, oh, I want to be a comedian that's more clean, like Bill Cosby. And turns out he's the dirtiest motherfucker in the room.
Right.
So
How old is he?
he is 82 years old
Dang.
and old enough that they took his height off.
Yep.
Yep.
Okay.
old.
He's dead. He
All right,
should be.
Bill Cosby or Mel Brooks.
he's
Andrew,
alright.
what do you have to say to that?
All right, Andrew.
Did Andrew give his height?
He says Sarah's taller than me. I'd say I'm 5'9".
Oh.
Wow.
That
I
was you.
was
You
right
said that.
on.
Yeah.
I'm good with my heights. I'd be one of those carnies that can guess your height and your age and your weight. Yeah, I'd
Definitely a
rip that
carny
up.
in some capacity. I
Yes.
I get on board with that.
For sure, carny.
You got
yeah.
a carny
You
vibe.
had me at carny, Brian.
You don't have to verify anything else.
Ride operator, game guy, definitely carny.
Stuffed animal washer, any one of those things.
Is that a thing? That's a
Sure.
joke. Sure. What do you do at the fair? I wash the animals.
The kids, get sick on the rides. They throw up on the
Petting
prizes.
zoo. Oh, the stuffed
the,
ones.
the stuffed animals, the birds, and the.
The SpongeBob SquarePants.
Well, now might be a good time to talk about honorable mentions if you guys
Oh,
got them.
yeah.
Oh.
Why is it taking so long for Andrew to?
I don't know.
to
He must
vote?
be thinking.
Oh, this is
All
pretty
right,
easy.
honorable
Yeah,
mentions.
it
Yeah.
seems like it.
Did you have an
Yeah.
honorable mention?
Well, I thought all the steroids would also catch up with Sylvester Stallone at some point.
Yeah,
he
no.
was somebody I thought of.
Yeah, like Arnold, though, I don't know if Stallone did the same thing, but Arnold went, vegan.
Oh yeah.
He, changed, to a plant-based diet.
Yeah.
So I think he's going to hang on for a while. I was going to put the Biebs on.
Yeah,
Oh.
He just
he
has,
seems
a
kinda
vibe. Then who knows, maybe.
sallow face and yeah.
Yeah.
Who's the YouTuber that's always controversial? He filmed a video.
Oh, Logan.
Jake Paul.
Logan Paul. Yeah,
Yeah.
Jake. Paul something. Yeah.
Paul something.
Yeah.
Count as a
Uh-huh.
celebrity.
Yeah.
Yeah,
In
they
this day
kind
and
of do.
age.
Yeah.
Totally.
Yeah.
I'm getting old.
He's killing it.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
changing.
Yeah.
But yeah, he's kind of an asshole. So I think that he would be on my list of somebody that because he's always in trouble. He's always getting
Yeah.
in some trouble.
Uh-huh.
So
Quincy Jones also is way up there. He's had plenty of health scares. He's in his 80s.
Quincy Jones is he's
You know
getting
who I
close.
didn't? This is spoiler for one, but I refused to put on my list is Betty White.
Oh
No, you can't.
yeah. you
Someone
can't put
mentioned that.
She is eternal.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
I think we all
you
just
just
want her to
can't.
live forever.
Yeah. All right. Gotta vote.
All right, Andrew.
He says, I gotta go with Mel Brooks. He popped into my head as soon as I saw the theme. Sorry, Greg.
Nice, Andrew.
Said Bill Cosby was an excellent choice, though.
Mel Brooks.
If the category was who should die, who do you want to die, definitely.
Cosby.
So, Chris, you picked
Wow.
up a point for Mel Brooks. I can't believe that Bill Cosby did not get voted, but that's okay. I understand. So, number one is down to me and Sarah picking together. And if not, we always make up what happens after that.
Exactly.
So,
Does it change? Have you guys ever not agreed?
yeah, what did we do?
yeah, just last week we didn't
Oh, yeah.
agree.
Uh-huh.
Did we
Yeah,
go to the
what was
audience?
it last week
thumb
that
wrestle?
we did?
Yeah,
we
you
didn't
gotta
agree on?
tie break the audience. That's
Yeah.
the
Yeah,
only
yeah.
thing you can do.
Mhm.
Right?
That's
Yeah.
what we
Not
did.
a physical challenge of some kind?
Well,
Yeah.
I think maybe tonight's the night.
Yes.
We're going to wrestle
Hold your
until
breath.
someone
Yeah.
wins. Whoever
Hold our breath.
pins first is the winner.
Who can type the fastest?
All right. What's your number one, Greg Saban?
2020.
Yeah.
We all know it.
Yep.
2020
you s-
signals the death of democracy.
Oh. Wow.
Very
Heady.
political.
Yeah.
Whoa.
That's heady.
That's
Going
a
big.
reach.
And it's going
Flow.
to be a self-inflicted wound, the suicide of democracy.
Wow.
When democracy calls 911, democracy is going to say, the call is coming from inside the house.
No, really? Okay, I had to make sure I spelled democracy right.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, I got it.
Democracy, 2,055 years old, 6,050 feet tall.
If it still is alive, though, in other countries,
Then we're fine.
yeah.
Yeah.
We are the shining light, the beacon on the hill.
That sounds like
You might be right,
nationalism
yeah.
to me.
Oh, it's gonna be okay. It's gonna be okay. I mean, I think sometimes you need a good revolution to kind of shake things up a little bit, and I think we're at that point. So it's gonna be. I mean, we're all gonna be fine. We're not gonna have internet for a while. You're not gonna be able to see us.
Boy, yeah, exactly.
This episode was
We want
already
internet.
heavy as hell, and I just got on board getting used to telling people are gonna die. And now you're talking about civilization.
Life as we know it.
But we still need comedy after that.
Yeah,
For sure.
True.
So a couple years, I'll be older, but we'll make this thing happen again. We'll open up a small comedy club instead of a bomb side of a bomb shelter.
So I'm dating a flesh-eating zombie that happened from the apocalypse.
What's the deal? Yeah, I mean, it'll be fine. Everything.
I asked her to give me some head, and she took a head off her shoulders and handed it to me. That's a good zombie joke.
That is a good
Write that
zombie
down.
joke, yeah.
There's a comedian out there that is saying, like, do you mind if I use that? You're not going to use it, right?
Yeah.
$5.
All right. So democracy at number 1. That's Greg's pick. Very political. We are going to let Chris pitch his.
I picked a person.
Uh-huh.
Spoiler.
Weak.
I know. Sorry. I picked an old person. Who's old?
Yeah.
Kirk Douglas.
Oh, Kirk.
Oh,
He's
wow.
old. He's like 103 or 104.
Yeah. Poor
Dang.
guy.
Very old.
It's just
That's right.
amazing that he's alive.
Well,
I don't want him to die, but if I was putting my money on anybody on this list,
Yeah. he's
it'd
your
probably
boy.
be Kirk
the
Douglas.
last time I saw him, he
Douglas.
was looking pretty old. He was just, it was just,
You think he's just
Like,
ahead?
what is
at this
it that
point.
makes them live so long?
I don't know, 103 years
Stubbornness.
old,
It would not be fun to
I think
be
it's
that
the,
old.
the cleft chin is
Oh.
keeping him alive.
That's
It's
what
just
it
such
is,
a
yeah.
strong
props
chin.
you up like that.
He's,
That was amazing.
yeah, that's where like his energy comes from.
Spartacus, 20,000 Leagues Under the Sea. Kirk Douglas. Man, that's crazy, huh? That's nuts.
He also got throat cancer from Catherine.
yes. Wow. It's a family affair.
But you know what? He's still 5'9".
Oh,
So
they have
there you
his.
go.
I don't think so.
Good for him.
If you see pictures of him, that dude is like.
Yeah.
What was
no
that
way.
movie he did with like Burt Lancaster where they were the old gangsters that got out of jail?
I don't know.
It was the first time on screen you ever heard of the band the Red Hot Chili Peppers.
Oh.
They like showed up in a.
Nope.
How
What?
old am I sounding
No,
right now?
you're super old.
A movie with Kirk Douglas and the Red Hot Chili Peppers? That does not sound like it exists.
Yes, it does. It was like, I
Sounds
want to
like
say
a
like 89,
Oh.
87.
Nope.
The bucket list.
Something boys, not the Sunshine Boys. It was the anyway. Somebody out
boys
there
are back
knows
in
what I'm talking
town.
about.
Yeah, somebody will list it if they know it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, so democracy or Kirk Douglas? That's what it comes down to
We are
for us.
voting. Okay.
Democracy or Kirk Douglas?
All right.
I think there's been an argument for both.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
All right, ready?
Okay. Okay.
1,
2,
2, 3.
3. Kirk Douglas. Wow.
Ah, there you go.
I mean, we just did democracy,
What's that?
right?
What?
You voted.
Yeah.
That's democracy.
That is.
It lives.
See?
Greg.
It lives.
It lives.
Wow, that was
That's
good,
cool.
Chris.
Very meta. Chris.
Yeah, I was
Wow.
like, what are you talking about?
Very,
Yeah, at first I was like,
very
what?
meta.
Oh, yeah.
But now Brian is going to post a list, and it'll just be totally different picks. And even though the video
Oh.
will exist, people will be like, no, that's what the original picks were.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
No, there's video. It doesn't matter. That's what the original picks
Yeah.
were. That's if Brian said it. That's what the truth
Uh-oh.
Yeah.
That'd be a funny joke to do.
Now you ruined
is.
it.
Greg won. I won. So I'm going to tell everybody I won.
No,
Yeah,
let me
there
count
you
the
go.
score
And,
up. Hold on a sec. What's
There's really no need to count the score.
No, we're
no,
counting.
you don't have to.
Oh
you
no,
don't have to
smarty
count.
pants
Nope.
with your democracy
You don't have
pick.
to. 6'1",
Are you 6'1"?
tallest person here.
Oh my god!
Yes, I suppose.
What did they say about tallest people in
Shut your
dying?
fucking mouth.
Shut fuck your mouth. I'm pretty sure you just said shut fuck your mouth. Ooh.
Yeah, was it close? I think it was close, right?
It's
Pretty
closer
close.
than what you think. So.
This is your list, or this is your game. I'm sorry. I don't think I knew the rules.
Oh yeah, the commanding win tonight is what happened here. Yeah. Okay. So let me go. Here's the final top 10 list. I'll announce the winner, and then we got to get out of here because we're already over on time. We have to limit the show.
Yeah, what do we do?
I don't
Top
know.
8 podcast.
I mean, kind of.
Maybe what we do is we shuffle, and then each person gets like an automatic something on the board, and then we talk about it later on, just for
Yeah.
time's sake.
Yeah, maybe.
Because we got to get this down to like at least an
That'd be fun.
hour.
Pick a card. Just take a
Yeah.
card. Bunch of 10.
Yeah.
You get-
All right.
that'd be fun.
Here's a top
Yeah.
10 list podcast of celebrities who will die in 2020. Top 10 list of celebrities who will die in 2020. Number 10, Bob Barker. Number 9, Artie Lang. Number 8, Tom Sizemore. Number 7, Lindsay Lohan. Number 6, Barbara Walters. Number 5, Val Kilmer. Number 4, Aaron Carter. Number 3, Bob Dole. Number 2, Mel Brooks. Number 1, Kirk Douglas.
Dang.
With a score of 8-2, Chris is the big winner tonight.
Oh my God.
That is the
Thank
largest.
you, sir.
Well
Thank
said.
That is the largest spread we've ever had on the show.
Yeah.
But at least you came in second,
I know. I
just like
appreciate
that Jeopardy appearance.
Exactly.
Hey, there you go.
Come to the Comedy Spot Holiday Show
Yeah.
on December 21st.
Yes,
9 p.m.
please.
Yeah, you guys.
Some rosin.
I can't wait for the holiday.
Where are you going? Oh.
I'm getting this picture.
Oh.
The holiday show is honestly one of my favorite shows
Yeah,
every
I'm
single
excited.
year. I always really enjoy it, so I can't wait to. I took this picture. The stockings at Target said boobs.
Someone.
Somebody
Did you
rearranged-
rearrange?
Yeah.
Somebody did. I did not. No.
Wait, so each stocking had a one letter on it?
B-O-O-B and a Z, and they put them all together to make boobs.
I'm surprised there's so many O's. Like, there's not a lot of names
Yeah.
that start with O.
Oh, Olivia.
That's why the O's were still there.
Oprah. Oh, I see.
Oprah.
Yeah.
Oprah, Olivia, Oscar. That's it.
Ophelia.
I don't know.
Yeah,
I
Ophelia.
don't know if anybody will be able to see this, but I'm going to put it up here.
Let's see.
We got a delay.
See if there's a little. Yeah, there is. Brian's still sitting down.
Well, it's frozen, that's why.
Oh, okay.
Well, there we go.
Perfect. I think that did it.
you're
You want to look at that? You know
That's-
what it's
That's what it
You
is.
showed it to him. It's in his house.
Oh my
Isn't that
god.
crazy?
Yeah.
That's
Okay, it's
wild.
back on.
Okay.
Okay, well, I have to do my ending speech. Let's just keep to the outro here. So, do us a big favor if you haven't liked the Comedy Spot Facebook page, do it right now so you get notified when we have lives. We're also coming out with new content. We're really doubling down on that in 2020, so don't miss any of that stuff. Subscribe to the Top 10 List podcast wherever you listen to podcasts. So, iHeartRadio, Apple Podcast, Spotify, Google Play, all the things. Follow me on social media at Brian C. Comedy. Thank you, guests, for being here. You guys
Thank
are
you.
great.
Thank you. Thank you so
you.
much.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
Greg, thanks for being on our death podcast episode
Sure.
again.
Definitely.
We'll do this every year, reluctantly, but we will do it every year.
Yeah.
I think now you're going to have to be here every year.
Oh, it's
Yeah,
heavy.
this is good. I like
Yeah.
this.
Heavy as the head.
Let's see. Yeah, that's about it. That's everything.
Yeah.
Robert Barry was supposed to be here. He could have taken your place, and then you didn't have to be in the weeds the whole
Oh,
time.
you might have won for sure.
There would have been a lot of obscured 70s TV people.
I think it would have been all WWF wrestlers.
Would've
So
been-
you just had one.
Loretta Swit.
It would have been all.
Everybody remembers Loretta
Yeah.
Swit, right?
No, it would have been the saddest episode ever because nobody would have tracked in.
Oh no.
Amy Sperber, you know,
Nope.
from Bosom Buddies.
No,
There would have been a lot of that.
Yeah.
Mm.
Well, thank you guys for being guests. We appreciate
Thank
it.
you.
And thank you all for your support, for watching, listening, and being Patreon members. So thank you so much. Goodbye, everybody. Have
Bye.
a good
I
night.
owe Becky a shirt.
Oh yeah, Becky, message him.
Message, Chris. I'm going to stop everything right now. Stop.
Oh
Stop.
no, need a passcode.
Stop.
Oh, no.